Last night, I found out a truth about my husband, 30M, that shattered my world. He's a burly construction worker, the kind of guy who loves sports, beer, and fixing things around the house. To anyone who knows him, he's the epitome of a man's man. We've been married for 5 years, and I thought I knew everything about him. But now, I realize how much I didn't know. It all started when I noticed some changes in his behavior. He was staying out late more often, claiming he had to work extra hours on a new project. He seemed distant, always glued to his phone. I chalked it up to stress and tried to be supportive, but my gut told me something was off. Last week, curiosity got the better of me. While he was in the shower, I went through his phone. I found messages that made my heart sink, texts and photos with other men, along with mentions of visiting gay bars. My world came crashing down as I read through his secret life, realizing he had been cheating on me. I confronted him that night. He tried to deny it at first, but the evidence was undeniable. Eventually, he broke down and confessed. He told me he was gay and had been struggling with his identity for years. Marrying me was his attempt to live the normal life expected of him, but he couldn't continue living a lie. The pain of his betrayal was excruciating, but in his tears and apologies, I saw a man who was also suffering. He had built a facade to fit into a world that wouldn't accept his truth. And now, that facade had crumbled. We've decided to separate, but the road ahead is uncertain. Part of me is angry and hurt, but another part of me feels a strange sense of compassion. I can't fully understand his struggle, but I know he never meant to hurt me. He's still the man I loved, just not the person I thought he was. I wanted to share my story here because I feel so lost and alone. I'm hoping to find some support and maybe connect with others who've been through something similar. How do you move on from something like this? How do you cope with the betrayal and the loss of a future you thought was certain? Thank you for listening.